So, I wanted to make a little video to commemorate something pretty big in pop culture. It has to do with one of my favorite albums of all time. My favorite debut album of all time. The Fame, which has just turned 10. Now, to me, this is very, mind-blowing. This album, the album that started it all for this girl right here, this woman, amazing woman, is 10. You know, when I got this album, which was back in 2009, this is all I listened to that year and the year following, along with the Fame Monster. Now, this album has my favorite song of all time on it, Poker Face. I love it, love it, love it so much. I never get tired of it. I've literally played it at least 1,000 times. Actually, I take it back, probably 4,000. Let me put this down. And that, oh, I love it so much. And, Just Dance, that was a very iconic start to a memorable career, in my opinion, When you put out your first single, not just for the album, but your first single ever, you want to make sure people get hooked onto it, stuck in their brains, and of course that's what it did. It went #1 and got nominated for a Grammy, so I'd say a pretty damn well job there. One of my other favorites from the album, Love Game. It's very creative, and if I could give you an example of perfect pop, Love Game would be it. Now, I would say out of all the singles, not just from the album, but from her career overall, Love Game is one of, if not her most underrated. Even though it went top 10, nobody really talks about it, unfortunately. Just kind of a shame, because it's a blop. Just like Paparazzi. That, in my opinion, is the most well-liked song on the album. And it's easy to see why, just the production of it overall, the lyrics and her vocals, and the video. It's pretty damn good. Now, after all these years, I'm still kind of pissed off the Grammys overlooked it. But, we can't all be winners, And a few more of my favorites. Paper Gangsta, which I am in the process of getting my stuff out because we're going to be moving soon. And this album is all I've been listening to, but I've especially been listening to Paper Gangsta a lot. It's just the way she spits some bars. I love it. It's truly underrated, in my opinion. Truly, 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 truly underrated. Just like I Like It Rough. You know how underrated it is? I will tell you, she's never performed it. At least to my knowledge. Oh my god. I would say it's probably one of the songs nobody really pays attention to. Which is a shame, because it's so good. So, so, so good. And let's see, Money Honey. I remember when I first listened to the album, I was so rooting for this song to become a single. And I know what y'all are probably thinking, give me a break. I was 13 when I had this album, 13/14. But, to be quite truthful with you, I'm kind of glad it didn't end up becoming a single, so that way the fan base, the dedicated fan base, can, enjoy it for themselves, and, yeah, another bop, Beautiful Dirty Rich. That I feel as though you could put like a very theatrical spin to it, you know. Do some artsy fartsy crap with it. See, anything else? Let me look at the track listing here and see if I'm forgetting anything I really want to talk about. Not much, but it's truly like the ones that I love the most. I mean, I could play this album all day, but those are truly my favorites. Like the ones that just stick right out for me. And a lot of people, in my opinion, and you know, I'm not going to say it's not just them, it's me that also thinks this, is that a lot of debut albums are the artist's worst. In my opinion, I mean, yeah, it may not have been in her most creative, you know, that was, I would say, Born This was her most creative, along with The Fame Monster. But overall, in my opinion, this is my favorite album from her, and I would say it's her best. Now, like I said, it may not have been her most creative, but come on, I mean, Love Game, I Want to Take a Ride on Your Disco Stick, Poker Face, Bluffing with My Muffin. Who the hell else would think of that one besides this gal right here? Like, come on. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, you know, I just kind of wanted to make a little video dedicated to this little baby right here. And if you don't have it, where have you been the last 10 years? Under a rock? Come on now. You just gotta have it. You gotta have it in your